I think it will inspire them, and it also will pass on to other musicians. You know, it was.
So each one teach one.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. That's the only way to do it.
Same way we were talking.
Yeah. And it's so easy for people to look at every single star who's out there and say, "Oh, I want to do that. Look, they have it made." But then they try it and they flounder. Success doesn't come overnight, and they're distressed. What do you say to them?
Patience.
What do you
about the work.
Perseverance and patience, really. You know what I mean? Because, like you said, it's not going to be overnight. My tune that I did was 5 years from my first start before I had that. Now, people thought it was an overnight thing, but you have to put the work in. You have to do the hours. You have to do the traveling and all of that. You know what I mean?
You have to believe. You have to have some hungry days and nights.
Like anything, I think what it is like all you're doing is a life lesson, right? In your own life, you will have ups and you will have downs. If you're going to tell a person to come into the music industry and think because it all looks like this, that this is what it is, that's another day. You get what I'm saying? It might be on a Wednesday, but it certainly wasn't Monday and Tuesday where I was trying to find 2 shillings, you understand, to do something.
That's right.
So you've either got to love this in the sense of true love, uncompromising love. You either have to have that for this or don't play in it. Because to have and sustain the careers that these four and myself have been able to sustain, that wasn't sustained because of the fact that we could just go up there and sing. Because there are things that we have had to deal with within our own personal journeys that has made us have to question whether or not we take that next step forward again. We've all been there. Yeah. So to come full circle to where we are now, whereby we are all competent, fulfilled men making music, then to come together, right, in a country like Grenada, right, get these kids to play in a way whereby Grenadians have come back and said to us, we've never heard them play like that before.
Amen.
So all of a sudden, in just being ourselves and working with, right, these kids, right, we are showing Grenadians that you have it yourself. You got it. Yeah. You have it, right? You know, to me, it should have been about people coming in and having the Grenadian players involved in their bands, right? Yeah, so I'm really, to be totally honest, I'm well pleased nobody did it but us. Yeah. I'm serious, I'm well pleased. Because they showed, that little band showed, right, that they are more than capable. More than capable, put in the right setting.
And it's so invaluable because, you know, we're very small. We're a tri-island nation, but we're total of 133 square miles with approximately 100,000 people. So to us, you know, the world is our oyster. You know, we're just such a little speck of sand in the whole thing that nobody believes that we have a platform. So you brought the platform to Grenada. Andy Norell did it with the Pan All-Stars that they played with last night, Angel Hobbs Band. You know, he helped them to elevate their pan playing, like you're saying. Hendrix Ackley from Switzerland also worked with our singers, and they are not specifically gospel singers in Grenada, but brought them together, worked with them only over about a week, and had a stellar performance to start the show off on the whole festival on Tuesday. So we're just saying, you know, that whole giving back, that helping them to believe in themselves is invaluable.
I think like anything in life, we make music because we love to make it.
Yeah, and they too.
And they too.
Yeah.
But I think, like anything, we've all grown to a point whereby we can laugh about certain things now, whereas when you were young, you were angry. You do, right? Because you're young and you see things on a level. This has got to happen in 6 weeks, or this has got to happen in 8 weeks. I now live my life within my own head that it happens when my man upstairs says so. I just only have to do is work towards it.
Yeah, I love that.
Right? Otherwise, I'm fooling myself because I'm saying that this person is going to do that for me, right? And why am I relying on the human being who has his own life, has his own things that he has to go through? I don't rely on him, I rely on my man upstairs. Because you see, my man upstairs doesn't give me a time. I just have to work towards
about the landlord?
Yeah, the landlord upstairs.
The landlord.
Right? I got, you know what I'm saying? I got
landlord.
Do you understand?
I think a lot of the kids nowadays, because of the reality TV, and they kind of think everything's really quick, really fast. Yeah. But you know, when you are in this kind of industry, you really have to love what you do. Yeah. You really have to it's a lot of sacrifice. It's give and take. It's really, you really have to be passionate about what you want to do. To do it.
You need tools. Tools, I believe, a lot.
Tools.
Like the simple tools really instruments. Because young people are always trying to encourage them to learn an instrument.
Yeah.
Because most want to be singers and stuff like that. Or they program beats. A lot of them do that. But to learn an instrument, to get to play, you know, obviously you're going to get a different way of songwriting. And you know, and you become more musical in your writing arrangements.
And you also find things in yourself that you didn't even know
That's
you
right.
had. But talking about things in yourselves that you didn't know you had, I know all of you know where your parents came from. So talk to me about your island roots, your Caribbean island roots, because I know they're here. You know, some of you just can't help but the Jamaican accent is coming out. And after today, I'm coaching you guys, so you're going back with an English accent. St. Lucia, Jamaica,
Bajan, Jamaican.
All right, half Bajan, half Jamaican. Jamaican.
Africa.
Jamaica, the whole continent of Africa.
St. Lucia, we love you.
So what is your St. Lucia family name?
You need the name.
The name.
Stevens. Actually, Cooper Stevens. My grandmother had 30.
So we were talking about
Patois.
the different languages, the different influences, and so on. So we got St. Lucian, British, Jamaican, British, some Bajan over here, British, and I'm pure Grenada. Pure Grenada in the house, right? And
Pure Grenada.
Yeah. But when I promised Donnie, because he's the one I met first out of all you, I said, you may be half Bajan, like you say, Barbadian, half Jamaican, but when you leave, where you're going to be? 100% pure Grenada, you know. And I really hope that you all feel and carry Grenada with you. Junior shared a really touching moment, and I'm going to ask you to share it with this new audience. Oh, come on.
So what it was when I came down here last year, September, we'd walked over to the shopping mall from the hotel we were staying at, this week, that second or third day in. And we wanted to go to the bank. And this guy came up to us. And we went up to him and asked. Chris and I went up and asked. And the guy's telling us it's over there. He took us over there. He was prepared to show us where the bank was, how you're supposed to do this and how you were supposed to do that.
And he asked you?
You tell him. Because, no, seriously.
He said to him, do you have your details?
Yeah, all the stuff that you need, he's asking me if I've got them all, right? So that when I go into the bank, right, I'm able to deal with everything and stuff like this. I turned and I said to her, I've never been anywhere in the world where somebody's being that honest, up front, turned around, said, would you actually being a human being, right? You know, he just came out and did what any human being would have done. And I said, that's what gravitated to him. The people were just honest, nice, up front. Right? We've been here a week and things that we've asked for or wanted, right? It's just like people, and what I'm trying to say is you can be an artist, right? Because you're an artist, you can get all of these people, you open your mouth, they run around, they do this, that, and Antara for you, right? And you get to a place whereby you're comfortable. You don't have to think. So coming out, and here's somebody who's doing a 9-to-5 job, most probably, works very hard, right? Lives within an area, has to deal with people within that area, sees you on the street, and you say, boy, I want to go to a bank. And that person is prepared to help you, not just to get to the bank, but he's asking you, have you got all your stuff together? So it's not a wasted journey for you. Where in Europe, where anywhere in the West, is somebody to turn around and tell you something like this?
He had no
idea. I didn't know him and didn't know me.
There you go.
So that kind of made me think like, oh boy, this place is all right. You know what I'm saying? This place is all right. Because I'm in yard and there's no way a man's going to... You come out, I'm not knocking yard, right? Because I'm down there. A man come up to you and make you know that, boy, what man... You know, I don't like forgot to so and so. He said he wants to jump in your car and he's going to take you to where you're going and then he wants a change. There is something in exchange. This man was dealing with me as a human being. He didn't want anything in exchange. He just wanted to help. I like that environment.
Well, I'm glad you had that experience.
Oh,
Donnie,
definitely.
what has been your pure Grenada experience?
Pure
What touched you? What are you struck by?
The peace, is really peaceful, really calm here. Like, and I like, and it's kind of untouched. There's not much tourism. Like I think that kind of spoils a place. This place is kind of untouched, and the spirit here is just great. I love it. And I met you as well.
There we go.
I'm going to buy a cap so I can put a feather in it. Listen, it's Sunday.
You want us to leave?
No. Sunday. You cannot tell anything but the truth on a Sunday. Speak your truth, Donnie.
Speak the truth. But no, really, just really nice, lovely place, nice spirit.
I'm glad you caught up on that because, you know, we do have a very vibrant tourism industry, but so far we've managed to, Grenada is small enough where it's still not big enough to be overexploited. So it's a delicate balancing act to get, you know, to keep it so unspoiled that it's still alluring while still building the economy. So you're here at the right time.
Well, I think after this festival,
it's going to be on the map more.
Well, it's going to be on the map more, but it can only accommodate so much. You know, there's only so much land and stuff. Plenty sea around us.
Love it.
Only so much land.
Social media, I think, has really uplifted this whole festival. And I'm seeing it a lot, you know, through Instagram, through Twitter, through Facebook, the exposure.
On
and
YouTube.
I think people seeing us here as well, they're going to think, I'm going to go there.
I'm going to go there.
I'm coming in.
Yeah, we got to get Michael to pan the camera so the folks looking at this can enjoy this view.
Beautiful.
You know? At some point, towards the end,
where we're
towards the end, you can do that.
Do a cut away.
You can do that while we keep talking, you know.
The staff here have been fantastic.
Yeah.
They've been really, really amazing.
That's
And
my experience. Is
really,
the villa.
It's the villa.
And I'll expect breakfast in the morning, lunch, dinner, and my clothes to be washed. When I get down, you know, when I wake up in the morning,
They really are good.
we've been sport.
It's funny, we were in a place yesterday and we were just sitting there waiting. And I was cracking a joke with Ido over there, our tour manager. And this girl was sitting there and she's listening to us and having a laugh, and we're just like, all of a sudden we're all in the same conversation, and the receptionist got in the conversation, and we're all still chatting. And it was nice.
It's easy.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Easy. So, Mar, you were saying your special moment is being here in unspoiled Grenada, being spoiled.
Being spoiled here is, you know, it's a unique thing. It's a privilege for us to be able to be in this environment as well as we're supposed to be working. I kind of forgot that. Part of the thing is that
someone mentioned money the other day. I thought,
I just remembered that as well. Thank you.
The audience was amazing. The audience, and it was good. And you know, like I know Ollie were really winding up last night.
Winding up, winding down, turning it around. It looks like you have some moves, some elements in there that you may have to teach us to add to our moves.
Well, you know, a little 66, 99.
Do you know the dollar wine, though, Lee? Do you know the dollar wine?
No, what's the dollar wine?
Show me. No, I can't. No.
Show me.
No.
I need to take it back to the UK.
Not on live.
Is it like
It's cent, 10 cent, 5 cent, dollar. All right. And then you speed it up.
I think we did a bit of that last night.
Cent, 5 cent, 10 cent, dollar. Cent, 5 cent, 10 cent, dollar. You know, and by the time you get that going, you know, we got to get an up-tempo beat.
Get that one going.
Yeah. So, Noah, what has been your Grenada experience?
All the man them has really touched them. I love the humidity here and the culture. You know, it reminds me of Jamaica back in the day. You know, so I'm at home.
Were you born and grew up in Jamaica?
Yeah, my father.
You're born a yard.
Not really, no. Battersea, South London.
South London.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna have to learn to talk like you all do. That's gonna be my next language.
South
London.
Yeah, that's a South London accent.
SARF.
No, you need to go North London, love.
North
Be more
London.
sophisticated.
North London.
We're more sophisticated there. More
sophisticated.
North.
Whatever, man. It's more
Don't
green
even
now.
Barry, don't start. Don't start.
Don't start. We know why you like North London.
You got Clapham Common, mate. You got
Private joking.
So who's claiming the Queen's English here? North, South?
Oh, then we all should sit back on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.